In the early 1980s, a treasure hunt like no other captured the imagination of the British public. It was a puzzle that combined art, riddles, and hidden treasure, Masquerade, a book by Kit Williams, which promised a hidden treasure buried somewhere in the UK. The hunt became a nationwide sensation, with hundreds of thousands of people searching for the buried golden hare. But when the treasure was finally found, it led to suspicion and controversy, casting a shadow over the entire treasure hunt. The story begins in 1979, when Kit Williams, a talented artist and illustrator, came up with a revolutionary idea. He had been working on a series of intricately designed works of art, but he wanted to create something entirely different, something interactive. A treasure hunt, hidden within a book, would give people an opportunity to engage in a mystery on a grand scale. The book that Williams created would not just be a work of fiction or a collection of beautiful illustrations, but an elaborate, layered puzzle that would challenge the reader's mind. Thus, in 1982, Masquerade was published. At first glance, it looked like a beautifully illustrated children's book with a whimsical story about a rabbit who embarks on an adventure to find a hidden treasure. But there was much more to Masquerade than met the eye. Within the pages of the book, Williams had hidden clues that led to a real-life treasure, a golden hare, meticulously crafted and buried somewhere in the UK. The concept was simple. The reader had to follow the clues in the book, interpret the riddles, and use the illustrations to find the exact location of the buried treasure. It was an ingenious idea that blended storytelling, art, and cryptic puzzles into one grand treasure hunt. However, the book was far from easy to decipher. The illustrations, each filled with tiny details, contained hidden messages. Some were visual, while others were encoded in the text or symbolism. But it wasn't just about solving the puzzle. The reader had to figure out the right location where the treasure was buried. Williams buried a golden hare in a secret location, and the first person to find it would be rewarded with the treasure, a golden hare worth an estimated $25,000 at the time. The treasure hunt quickly became a nationwide phenomenon, and as the clues in the book were decoded, people from all walks of life began searching for the golden hare. At first, it seemed like a fun, innocent challenge. People from across the UK flocked to the countryside, following the riddles, examining the illustrations, and trying to piece together the mystery. The media picked up on the story, and soon it was all anyone could talk about. Masquerade was everywhere, and treasure hunters were determined to be the first to uncover the prize. But as the months went by, the hunt took on a darker, more intense edge. People began taking the search far more seriously, scouring fields, woods, and meadows across the UK. Some even dug up public and private land, desperate to uncover the golden hare. The treasure hunt began to consume the imaginations of thousands, and as people dug deeper and deeper into the ground, they became more and more obsessed with finding the hare. One of the first significant breakthroughs came when a reader named John Tunnard, an amateur puzzle solver, noticed that one of the illustrations seemed to hint at a specific location in Hertfordshire, near a village called Little Haddam. He had carefully examined the map in the book, compared it to local geography, and found a match that suggested the treasure could be buried near the village. Tunnard was the first to seriously follow this lead, and his discovery led to a wider understanding of the puzzle's location. In 1983, just over a year after the book's release, a man named David Henty, who had been closely following the clues and traveling across the country with a group of fellow treasure hunters, claimed that he had found the location of the buried treasure. He had connected the clues and believed the golden hare was buried in a field near Little Haddam, not far from the village itself. He had used a metal detector to scan the area, and although he had not yet dug up the treasure, he was confident that he had found the right place. In the end, though, it was Kenneth and Ruth Williams, a couple from West Sussex, who would make the final discovery. They believed that they had cracked the clues in the book and located the exact spot where the hare was buried. They dug into the field where they believed the treasure had been hidden, and after hours of searching, they found a small chest containing the golden hare. The couple, who had been avid fans of Masquerade since its release, were ecstatic when they found the treasure. Their discovery seemed to mark the end of the treasure hunt. Masquerade had been solved, and the golden hare was found. But that was just the beginning of a much larger controversy. The treasure hunt had stirred up so much excitement that, naturally, people questioned how it was possible that Kenneth and Ruth were the ones to find the hare. They had not made their discovery public until after they had retrieved the golden hare. But the suspicion surrounding their win grew when it was revealed that they had actually been in possession of a copy of the book that had been previously signed by Kit Williams, a significant fact that raised eyebrows. It wasn't until later that some began to suspect that Kenneth and Ruth might have had prior knowledge of the treasure's location. Many felt that they had inside information that gave them an unfair advantage in the hunt. The couple denied any wrongdoing, insisting that they had solved the puzzle purely through their own efforts, but the public was skeptical. Had they really figured out the clues on their own, or had they been tipped off? The suspicion grew when it was revealed that the couple had been in close contact with Kit Williams during the treasure hunt, and that they had reportedly shown him their progress. This raised the possibility that Williams, either inadvertently or intentionally, had provided them with additional guidance, giving them the edge in the hunt. The fact that the couple had a signed copy of the book, a personal gesture from the author, fueled the conspiracy theories. Was there more to the story than met the eye? The public's reaction to the discovery was mixed. Some were thrilled that the treasure hunt had come to an end and that the golden hare had been found. But others felt cheated, believing that the treasure hunt had been compromised by favoritism or even insider knowledge. It was unclear whether the treasure had truly been found by solving the riddles or whether there was something more at play. To this day, the true circumstances surrounding the discovery of the Masquerade treasure remain clouded in mystery. While Kit Williams has never publicly admitted to giving the couple any additional information, the rumors and suspicions persist. Some believe that Kenneth and Ruth Williams were simply incredibly clever in interpreting the book's clues, and that their success was due to their exceptional puzzle-solving skills. Others feel that the treasure hunt was marred by unfair advantages, questioning the integrity of the entire process. The discovery of the golden hare in 1983 marked the end of the treasure hunt, but the controversy surrounding it never truly disappeared. The Masquerade treasure hunt became infamous not only because of the beauty of the book and the challenge it presented, but because of the cloud of suspicion that hung over the finding of the treasure itself. Kit Williams, the artist who created the treasure hunt, went on to acknowledge that the hunt had been difficult and that solving the riddles was not easy. But he also stated that the experience had been rewarding in ways beyond just the treasure. He spoke about the artistic journey behind the book and how it had helped him grow as a creator. Still, the legacy of Masquerade remains mixed. On one hand, it was a groundbreaking and ambitious treasure hunt that combined art, literature, and puzzle-solving in an entirely new way. On the other hand, the controversy surrounding the discovery of the golden hare left a lingering shadow over the entire event. And so, the story of Masquerade, the hunt for the golden hare, lives on, not just as a remarkable puzzle, but as a cautionary tale of how treasure hunts, no matter how grand, can sometimes be clouded by suspicion, and how the joy of discovery can be tainted by doubts and conspiracy. Today, Masquerade remains a beloved piece of treasure hunting history. But the tale of the golden hare and its controversial discovery will forever be a topic of intrigue and speculation, drawing curiosity from new generations of treasure hunters and puzzle solvers.